All right, man. First of all, man, I want to thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with me, man. I appreciate you. And last thing I want to do is waste your time. I know you don't want to waste mine. So we're gonna start from the beginning, bro. What is your name, age, and current living situation?
Bradley, 36 as of 3 days ago, and
Happy
currently
birthday.
homeless. Thank you, thank you.
All right. Can you tell me a little about your journey? What was life like prior to you being out here homeless on the street?
Things were good, man. I had a good job, a good place. Things were steady. I had a job. I was about to get a promotion, making close to like 100K a year. So a work from home job, helping people with benefits and their pensions and stuff. So something I was passionate about, really helping people. And then, you know, the love of my life came back into my life, and we sparked up a relationship. Everything was good. It was all rose-colored glasses, and then, you know, little things kind of started to go a little sideways, but I didn't really think too much of it. And we had an opportunity to go move in with her best friend and start kind of the family life out in California. And on the way out there, we packed up all our things, headed to California. And on the way, she had blocked both of our numbers, ghosted us on social media, so we ended up showing up at the Fresno bus station at 1 a.m. with nowhere to go, no money in our pockets, and then within 48 hours, lost my job, got robbed for everything we owned, and I'm talking like everything,
Like a snowball effect. Yeah, that always happens, you know, that's awful, man.
It was less than a week where I went from sitting pretty to looking around like, where am I? Like,
yeah, that's sad, bro. I'm sorry that happened to you. What's been the hardest part of being homeless for you, man? Like, what's been the hardest part?
just not being able to provide for the people I care about. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I had this whole feeling ever since I was little to try and take care of like the people that are important to me. And you know, by not being able to take care of myself on a day-to-day, I'm lacking in areas where I should be being able to have that time and comfortability to focus on other people. I don't. Like day to day, it's like I have to be like, all right, how am I gonna eat? I can't go feed the people I want to feed. Like, cooking used to be like a love language. I bring all the people, all my homies, my family, you know, chosen
Something you do
family.
good, something you enjoy.
Yeah, something to share. And it's like now it's like I have less to share because I need people to share with me, and that's like a killer feeling,
heavy, bro.
Yeah.
That's some real truth right there. I appreciate you sharing your story, man. That's crazy. What does a typical day living on the streets look like for you? What's it like?
Avoiding the police a lot, even if you're not doing nothing wrong.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah, looking over your shoulder. And that's not only just from the police, that's from other people out on the streets, that's from passersby.
100%.
It's literally, it's like, for some reason you get this label, this stigma of being homeless, and it's like a target, like a literal target. Like,
isn't it though?
People want bad things to happen to you for some reason. It's like, and it could be somebody in your exact same position, another homeless person. Like, I've had this saying, and I've said it to a few people, and it's like, everybody around you could be wearing nothing but flip-flops, but they'll still steal your shoelaces. You know what I mean? They don't need them.
Yeah,
they don't need them.
awful.
I've been robbed for all of my belongings, and then later that day, walked around the city and seen my stuff in a trash can.
Crazy.
Like, so they took it just to go throw it
For
away.
nothing. Just to do it.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like tripping someone on the way down to the lunch line.
Yeah.
We're both gonna be at that lunch line, but I gotta trip you first for some.
Oh yeah.
For some reason.
It's easier to pull somebody down or push somebody down than it is to pull yourself up.
Facts. Yeah, that's awful, man. I never understood why someone who's in the same situation as you said, and or predicament that would, steal someone's credentials. You know, I don't think someone would mind someone taking, maybe they did, some shoes or a skateboard or what have you, a bike, but it's when they take their credentials, you know, like ID, social security card, that it then becomes a hassle. Because now you got to go all the way downtown. You know, it just becomes a big situation. It becomes an all-day thing instead of just like maybe a couple-hour thing.
Man, and it was monstrous, bro. Like, I don't think people really realize, like, when I was out in California, like, I was born here in Arizona, so I'm an Arizona kid.
Oh, right.
Out in California, awesome. I never had any ID. I never had anything out there. So when I tried to go out there and get an ID or even a copy of my birth certificate, it took 4 months. 4 months I sat waiting in a homeless shelter with my lady, waiting on them to give me a copy of my birth certificate because they didn't have any way to prove I was who I said I was. Because they got me for birth certificate, social, ID, everything. I had nothing. I was, and in essence a ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
ghost.
my word. Yeah, my word saying that I am who I am. So 4 months just to get that first document, and then everyone's like, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. It's like, bro, I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally stuck in limbo, spinning my tires in the mud, just trying to survive. And when you're sitting there in that environment, spinning your tires, you're gonna get covered in mud, and that's when things get dirty.
100%, man. Very well said, man. Is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out? I know there's probably many, but could you name one or so that stands out?
Yeah, the biggest thing I guess was finding out that my lady was pregnant actually, and then we actually had to figure out a way to get her off the streets. Obviously, still didn't have the resources we needed. I couldn't get back to where I was. Prior to being homeless, I would have been able to accommodate and make sure she was comfortable where she needed to be, had a roof over her head, food in her belly, like whatever she needed, and all the extras I wanted to provide. But now we were looking at staying in a bando, you know what I mean? Like we had running water, that was a benefit, but no electricity.
Sometimes that's more than...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, being able to close the door and, be able to take a cold shower even, like that was a blessing.
Man,
but still during that, we're sitting there in silence waiting for a knock on the door from the police or somebody else breaking in or something going like that. So like it was those small things that they seem like little things you take for granted. Those were like huge blessings in that moment.
Like a big thing, yeah. I get it, man. That's crazy. Definitely. That's something to go through. If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say?
Put yourself first a little bit, man. Don't overextend, because like you can go out there and you can do the right thing and you can help people and you can see the good in people and in situations. I mean, but you have to be a little bit more realistic. I think my optimism has definitely taken some blows, but it hasn't been taken from me. I still very much look at everything with like a positive mental, perspective.
Good. That's good that you do that.
I try and avoid the idealistic part of it now. I have to take it for what it is. And sometimes things are just bad because they're bad. And you just got to keep it pushing.
Man, that's some good advice, man. I hate these planes. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Excuse me.
If that's the worst thing we have today, it'll be a good day.
Yeah, 100%. For real, I agree. What is something you wish more people understood about being homeless, man?
Just the difficulty you face trying to do simple things day to day, like just trying to clean yourself up, to try and go get a meal, to try and make sure that your belongings are safe for long enough for you to step in somewhere and go look at things that you need to decide whether am I going to eat today or am I going to get a new pair of socks. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have 2 minutes with your stuff outside the store. Somebody might come grab it, somebody might come throw it away just for the sake of they don't want to look at it. And that's what society's kind of put an onus on is it's not so much that I think that they don't care about our humanity, they just don't want to look at it. They don't want to be reminded that it exists.
Yeah, and a lot of times there's, no offense, I'm going to be on the other side for just a second. A lot of people think that when you're homeless, you're dirty. And a lot of homeless people do make messes indeed and mess it up for one or two or the few that are very clean. Because I also know a lot of homeless people like yourself. You're very clean, well-dressed. And that one person or few people will mess it up for the rest. And I don't know if that's fair. And also, when you're out here on these streets, people forget to elaborate on the fact that the walking that you guys have to do. I mean, you guys got to walk at least 5 miles a day.
Oh, easy.
I would think.
Easy. I mean, like literally, I was talking to a friend of mine, and after carrying around all of my stuff and the miles that we put on, I was like, man, I should be swole by now. And then the homie was like, bro, you would need to be eating like 20,000 calories a day. It's like
peanut butter.
Yeah, it's like your body is eating itself right now. That's why you're not swole, is because like you wouldn't have enough time to eat the amount of food with the amount of exertion you're doing every single day. And then you realize it and you start to get on autopilot, but then at the end of the day, after doing sometimes 10, 12, 15 miles, and you look around and you're like, man, now where do I sleep so I don't go to jail? You know what I mean? Like
100%. Yeah, that's true.
It's
man.
like it just never stops. That's the one thing, is like a lot of people, with watching YouTube videos or watching documentaries and stuff, once they hit stop or they finish the documentary and they turn it off, that goes away.
Dang,
Like this
that's
doesn't go
heavy,
away.
bro.
This is a every
Very
single
true.
moment thing.
100%.
It just keeps going.
Just keeps going and going, man. Very good, bro. That's real. Excuse me. Is there a person or organization that has made a significant and or positive impact on your life?
Yeah, absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. There's a place called Hushabye Nursery. They are amazing. They helped myself and the mother of my child immensely through the birth of my child, through anything that we needed assistance with DCS, with getting to court dates, with facilitating rides to and from places that we needed to go. Just went above and beyond, and anything that they could help us with, they were
right there.
right
huh?
there.
That's
And I can
amazing,
never
man.
sing their praises on high enough. Like Hushabye Nursery, they're on 30th Street in McDowell.
Shout them out,
Yeah,
man.
they're
That's amazing. That's good. What advice would you give someone going through a hard time?
Keep your focus. Don't let it become something that defines you. Like, let it be an experience that you're going through. Yeah, you have to be real about that. Like, it's something that's happening. You can't pretend like it's not, because if you pretend that it's not, things are going to continue to happen to you. You're not going to be
True,
living
yeah.
life. Life's going to happen to you. When you're in a situation like this, the only way you're going to get out, only way you're going to make anything better, or even see that light at the end of the tunnel, is you got to adjust yourself and adjust your view. You can't just sit in one place and expect the view to change. You got to move around and get to a place where you see where you want to go, and keep doing things that are getting you closer. Even if they're 10 times harder than the guy next to you, you might pull up at a stoplight sitting there carrying all your bags, sweating, tired, haven't eaten, whatever, and a guy pulls up next to you at the light in a Tesla, and you guys might be going to the same exact place.
Same exact.
You
Man,
know
that's-
that it's going to be a little bit easier for him to get there, but you got to put in that legwork to get there, or you're
Same
not.
time.
You are or you aren't.
Man, I like that. You are, you aren't. What is the most common reason you see for people ending up homeless?
Unfortunately, I see a lot of it being mental health and substance abuse.
Yeah, that's true.
And unfortunately, like, neither of those were really applicable in my circumstance, or the mother of my children. It's a vicious, like, it's not even a cycle, it's a circle. They're hand in
100%,
hand,
yeah.
unfortunately,
They
because
go hand in hand.
literally I've seen people that never touched a drug in their life, they become homeless, and you're constantly surrounded by it. Like, you're constantly offered it or asked where it is, or it's around you, and I see countless times people pick it up, which can, excessive drug use leads to a mental illness leads to excessive drug use. It's cyclical, and
It's rhetorical.
it's really, you can't have one without the other a lot of the time, especially
One
in the
washes
home-
the other hand. Yeah.
Exactly, especially in the homeless community.
Very
So
true.
there's a lot of it where people are worried about treating the symptoms, not the disease.
Ooh,
So,
that's good.
they take care of the parts of it that don't look good, but they don't take care of the reason why it's happening.
Man, very good, man. What are your hopes for the future?
I just really want to get back to a place where I can take care of the people that I love.
That's
I want to be able to give back like I used to. Like the mother of my children used to. She used to donate her time, resources, energy to helping less fortunate people, and then we went from being in that position where we were the ones helping out people that needed help to being the ones that needed help. And we didn't realize it's a lot more difficult to be on the side needing help or accepting help than it is to be giving it out. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I don't have the time for it, I don't have the energy for it. When it's every day and you need it, you'll find that time and energy, because if you haven't eaten in a few days, you're gonna figure out a way to eat,
100%.
So I don't think from this experience I will ever find myself saying that I don't have time to go out and do something
You can make time
to make things a little bit better. You
I
make
got
time
a family
for the things
and
you
I
want
do
to
it.
make time.
I got a family and I do it. The little I can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I try a little bit, but
Every
it is
little-
hard. It's
yeah,
hard.
every little bit matters. Like, honestly, and just because you can't put out a fire doesn't mean you need to add fuel to it. You know what I mean?
Very true. And I also feel like anybody who does this or helps out whenever they can, doing whatever it is they can do, I think's a good person in my eyes. Or at
Real
least
talk.
they're giving up their time to try to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all someone in a situation of need can expect. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every little bit of help helps.
Heck yeah, I agree. What is a skill or talent you may have that people might not expect?
I don't know about that one. I mean, I've learned a few things out here since being homeless that are like surprising to me, like little survival type things, and I guess
Surviving.
yeah, surviving
That's a
is,
good
is
one.
really something like in and of itself. Like, I guess just everybody's got their own little kind of skill, talent, energy, or whatever it is they bring to the table. Everyone's got their uniqueness that makes them,
Different.
or even not even different, makes them valuable, makes them
That's true.
crucial, makes them needed. And
Very true.
a lot of people, I think, in this kind of lifestyle can fall into a place where they feel unwanted, unneeded, and I mean, I got Forsaken tattooed on my face after my mom passed
Yeah.
away. It's like it's really easy to feel that way, especially in these circumstances. But I think when you're in a situation like this and you're living like this, you find out a lot about yourself.
Very true. Very good, man. And last but not least, man, do you have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Chime, or anything just in case someone who sees this, might find it in their heart, have compassion, empathy, or whatever, they might want to donate or shout or give you a little something.
So right now, I really don't. Unfortunately, I had my phone stolen. That was my only way to access my Cash App. I do have a Chime. I don't know what the information on it is or any of that. I mean, in all reality, at the end of the day, if there's a way to help out, just help out somebody that you care about. Make sure that they're good. Check on them. Check in on your people. It means a lot. I'm not doing it to try and pad my pockets or anything like that. But like,
Amazing.
I'll get with you and maybe if
Yeah, bro, I'll
there's
see
something
you,
on the
see you
video
around.
and you can
Yeah.
write something down or something. But
100%, bro. Well, then there it is, man. You've been a gentleman and a scholar, man. You definitely, this was a dope interview, bro. A lot of, very informational. You're dope, bro. I think, I know this as a bump in the road for you. You'll be back to doing what you love and helping people and transition into that side of things. If I ever see you out here again, man, I would love to get an update, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just when you're down, when you're up, all around, man.
Yeah, stay in touch for sure. Got
Yeah,
no problem with that.
definitely,
Anything
bro.
I can
That's
do.
dope, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Have a good one, bro.
Yeah.